been said by the power of Grayskull.
Hello, this is just quick review for Undisputed on the PS5. It's okay, I waited for it to become free to download on the PlayStation Network before I decided to buy it, but I thought I'd give it a try anyway. There's these live events you can do. You can do like normal stuff like just fighting each other. There is quite a wide selection of people to pick from day one, and there is a lot of them hidden behind DLC paywall, but there's enough people there for you to have a good like game without having to buy any DLC. There's loads of different weight classes: bantamweight, welterweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight, and all that. So there's loads of people to pick from. And like I said, if you like the game and you invest in it, then it's maybe worth buying the DLC so you can get some of the extra characters. But like Frank Bruno's on there, bog standard. You get Tyson Fury, bog standard. Canelo is available at the moment for free, but he goes off after a while. He's only on here for a couple of weeks. Joe Calzaghe there, look. But you can get some extra belters in there. I think Mike Tyson's on it, and I know Ricky Hatton and like Amir Khan and people like that. So it's the Klitschko brothers, just there's loads of people. But you can create your own people, and there's a lot of detail. Like the creation suite is absolutely shit. The tattoos are pitiful. The different body types and stuff isn't that very good. You should be able to have a wider range of body types, but where it does shine is on the face customization, because you can actually take ages to adjust. Like the top of the cheek, the middle of the cheek, the bottom of the cheek, the chin, like the nose, the eyebrows, everything. So if you can be bothered and you could like get the likenesses down, you can basically create whoever you want. But there isn't a very wide selection for shorts or gloves or different sponsorships and stuff like that. It's very limited. I think they should have made the creation suite should have been one of the main things on this game. As you can see, the buttons when you're fighting are quite easy to master. Sorry, not master, but to understand. Where you can have, you can switch your stance as well, so it just depends how you like it. But square could be like your left hand jab, and then right is your straight jab. Triangle, sorry. And then you've got X and circle for your hooks, left and right. And if you press square and X together, that's your uppercut left. Triangle and circle, that's your uppercut right. If you hold L1, then you same buttons but all to the body. So you can like say I'm mixing it up there because I'm Canelo in this. I get beat in the end, I think, but I'm Canelo, and I was doing like shots to the body and then shots to the head, and you've got to mix it up with combinations as well. So do like a jab, jab, hook, uppercut, jab, jab, hook, 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 stuff like that. And you can play around with it and mix it up. You can see your stats underneath the white bar that keeps going up and down. That's like your stamina. And then you've got those other little white bars, which are the damage that's being caused on your body. So it'll have like your head or your body or whatever is taken like a beating. So like now my head was exposed because I'm using up all my stamina, and then he's hitting us with a heavy shot. So then it's knocking us, like I'm getting rocked. So it's one of those things where you need, it's very technical if you want to box properly. I mean, you can spam it like fuck if you get somebody who's in a light weight class and they can punch fast. They've got like fast punch speed. When you're in heavyweight, you hoyer through punches, and you've like gassed straight away. You've got to back out, and you've got to try and get the health back before you can, like your stamina back before you can start punching again. Whereas if you're a lighter weight class, then you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. But it's good when you get used to the punching. It's good when you get used to the combinations. It is frustrating at first when you play your first career mode because your stats are shit. So your stamina runs out really quickly. You literally throw one or two punches and your stamina runs out. So it's very time consuming, and this is the kind of thing as shit as well, I think. I mean, it's okay simulation wise, but you've got to keep hiring like a cut man and a manager and all this stuff, and you've got to keep messing about in the options, like negotiating the contract with them and like signing them up for either 3 matches or 5 matches or 7 fights, I should say. So it's either 3, 5, or 7. So after a while, like you can't participate in any of the fights unless you keep having to go in and renew the contracts. It's bollocks. It's a waste of time and a waste of graphics. This is another thing you've got to do. You've got to either choose between training or losing weight, because the longer you train, you put weight on, but when you diet, you lose your weight, your muscle mass. So you've got to try and like stay out of camp and keep fast forwarding through the calendar until you can drop enough weight and you're at a healthy weight and right for the fight, and you've done enough work in the gym in order to be match ready. So then you negotiate the contract. I mean, you can just press go if you want, but it's better to negotiate. Take as much purse as you can, put it on 6 fights, 6 weeks instead of 4 weeks, and then you actually get to train for 6 weeks instead of just 4. Like I said, you choose your gym. The more money you've got, the better gym you can use. You've got to do social media. You can also negotiate that into the contract. So if you do like live streaming and stuff like that, you do your train out sessions. Can you see at the bottom how you've got those like rev counters? You've got to try and keep them both in the green, and then the blue battery on the left is your energy. So you've got to remember to leave 1 week to do a recovery, so at least you get some of your energy back. So after this training session now, I need to recover. So I do my recovery, and that fills my battery back up to 80% or whatever, and then you have to go in for your fight. That's why it's better to get 6 weeks instead of just 4, because you get more training in. And I seen a thing on YouTube, somebody said like hand speed is king on this game. So when you're training your character like this, just concentrate on the fast speed ball and stuff, and skipping to get your endurance up, and just concentrate on your hand speed and your stamina, and you'll like makes it much easier to fight, because you're very slow and sluggish when you start, and it's very annoying. Like as you can see, I said the creation suite is shit, and if you look at my character, he's got full body tattoos, but that's like it's just one option. Like you click on tattoos and then you click on full body, and this is the only option there is. Or the other options are just like really shit style, like stickers, like saying kabah, like kaplow and fucking boom and stuff like that. Like they're really shit. And also when you go to place them on the guy's body, you can only like use sliders for the axis, so you go and like sliding up and down, and it's moving up and down and left and right. It's not like if you've ever played WWE 2K games where you get to move the analog stick and place it like exactly where you want, change the height and size of it and all that shit. Well, on this it doesn't do that. You can only use the sliders, so the parameters of what you're trying to do are limited, and it's bullshit. So because I could get this full body tattoo, I thought, fuck it, I'll just make like a Chinese guy or whatever, like a Japanese Yakuza guy. That's what he's called, Yoshi Yakuza. And I've just done him up, and you can, like, the shorts are the same. Like I've got these blue flame shorts with tassels on, but like you get the shorts like him, you get the ones with the tassels, or you get the one that looks like a gladiator skirt. Do you know the type I'm talking about? So the options are very limited, and also with the boots, you get like 3 or 4 variations of boots, and then you can just change the colours. So that it's like they've really skimped on the old the creation suite, which I think is a bit of a shame, because like I said, this would really excel at having a really good creation suite, like just an extensive one, like the one you would get on the wrestling, where on the WWE 2K wrestling, where there's like hundreds of items, loads of different like short. You could have different shorts, different boots, different gloves. You could have hand wraps. You could have like you know what I mean all this kind of stuff, MMA kind of gloves. You know, you could think outside the box and have like novelty stuff as well, like they do on the wrestling. So you can create like crazy characters and have like, you know, Homer Simpson fighting one of the turtles or something like that, like they do on the wrestling. So it's like if you give the customer the freedom to do what they want with your game, then it'll be more popular than if you keep them with the constraints of like just normal boxes. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a boxing game, but you can still have fun with it. It's a game at the end of the day. So I don't know. I think they've just missed a trick, and they could have made it a lot more extensive on the creation suite side. But as the game progresses, I've found. I mean, I've only done about 12 fights or something like that in my career, and I've found it's getting a bit like repetitive of having to like renew the contracts like I was saying, and you've got to keep doing the training, and then you're just having fight after fight after fight. There's no the like it's not much of a storyline per se, um, but you just go from different gyms. You've got to keep paying for the different gyms. You're paying to have your injuries, so you've got to grind it in order to get any money and get any decent gyms and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it is a good game, and I love the way the boxes look, and the damage is quite good because you see them all beat up with black eyes and broken noses and stuff like that, massive gashes on the foreheads and stuff. So the damage is good. The punching and everything's quite good. The fighting, the buttons are easy to understand. You know, it's like that kind of thing. They've got right, and the famous boxes, they've got that right as well. But they just missed a trick on the creation suite because it's very poor. But if you like this game, you may as well download it. It's free to download this month on the PlayStation Plus. So you definitely should go and get it because it's worth like 30 quid, I think, still full price. So that's it, really. See you there.